It is now day 4 of Iceland's latest eruption of the Reykjanes volcano, named after the peninsula it is on, 32 kilometers or 20 miles southwest of the nation's capital city. Although it is difficult to ascertain how much molten rock has erupted so far, my best attempts at geolocating the lava field suggest the following. 22 million cubic meters spread across 5.38 square kilometers or 2.09 square miles has erupted thus far. However, like expected and seen during prior eruptions, the rate of lava effusion is continuing to decline and in my estimate may only be around 75 cubic meters per second currently. Multiple segments of the initial fissure that formed on July 16th have become inactive, with only 8 smaller segments representing 12.7% of that fissure still being active. With the exception of the southernmost segment, which may even become inactive before this video goes live, each segment is building a growing spatter cone. The tallest of these is located here, having seemingly grown to become around 10 meters or 33 feet in height, meaning it is presumably the dominant vent. In other words, we can expect this spatter cone to eventually become the last remaining vent before the eruption comes to an end, with the other fissure segments dying off first one by one. Lava is almost solely flowing towards the northwest now, where the elevation decreases at the greatest rate. It is still not expected to go anywhere near any structures or paved roads. Despite the declining eruptive activity, substantial amounts of sulfur dioxide gas are still being emitted, and since this gas is considered immediately dangerous to life and human health at a mere 100 parts per million, and can cause problems at far lower concentrations, the eruption area is rightfully off limits. I presume that these people seen here were designated geologists paid by the government who were allowed to enter here and were wearing proper protective equipment and thus knew what they were doing. This is what yesterday's gas forecast was for the aforementioned plume, which reached the 1 part per million threshold as much as 40 kilometers distant. However, even much farther away than this, the plume has already caused some fog or volcanic fog, or just a general weak haze as it has drifted over the following locations: Eastern Greenland, parts of Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and the northern United Kingdom. So, if you see a haze that looks similar to this image taken during a prior Icelandic eruption, you will know why. Part of the haze involves other gases created by the burning of thick moss surrounding the lava flows, which can be more than a foot or 30 centimeters thick in some spots. However, while the eruption is still ongoing, I want to note something peculiar which happened during the eruption's first 12 hours. During each of the Reykjanes volcano's now 9 recent eruptions, the extent of magma movement in the underlying lawn and thin dike could be partially observed via the numerous earthquakes it generated and where they occurred. These earthquakes since November 2023 have occurred across portions of this 24.3 kilometer long dike pathway. You can even see that surface fissures indeed bend further northeastwards when the underlying dike does the same. And yet, on July 16th, earthquakes not only occurred in this zone, but also clustered additionally in a new area. This could mean one of two things. Either 1, the magma dike could have truly expanded further in that new direction, or 2, it somehow activated some unknown buried fault line that generated some seismicity. Stay tuned for more updates. As a final note, I would like to thank my new YouTube channel member, Peanut for supporting my work.